What historical fact blows your mind? The Portuguese found out about Japan and had traded with them throughout the 15 and 1600s, and with that, some Portuguese people stayed in Japan, while some samurai decided to go and explore the rest of the world and went with the Portuguese. From there, we know that a handful samurai in Portugal also decided to board ships to the New World, since it was exactly the same time period, and many worked as New World bodyguards. In the late 1800s, writers complained that young adults are losing touch with reality. Instead of sitting at the dinner table with family, they have their noses buried in a magazine. In the late 1800s, music paper producers claimed that illegally copying sheet music would destroy the entire music industry. In one of my history classes, I read about Italians in the 1300s complaining that the younger generation was lazy, entitled, didn't know the value of hard work, and used too much slang. Since then, I just stopped listening to anyone saying that today, and will hopefully not say that about the younglings when I'm older. A lot of things happened at different times to what people think, and eras we think of as being distinct blur into each other. When the Taj Mahal was built in 1632, the Portuguese had already been in control of Goa, a different part of India, for over 100 years. Virginia was founded in 1607, when Shakespeare was still alive. Between 1613 and 1620, around the same time as Galileo was accused of heresy and Pocahontas arrived in England, a Japanese samurai called Hasekura Tsunenaga sailed to Rome via Mexico, where he met the Pope and was made a Roman citizen. It was the last official Japanese visit to Europe until 1862. The last major cavalry charge took place in 1942 on the Eastern Front of the Second World War. The number of aircraft destroyed during WWI is greater than the number of aircraft that currently exist in the entire world today. In the 1870 Paraguayan War, Paraguay's losses amounted to 70% of their entire male population, civilian and military. Women weren't exempt either. They just fared slightly better. Overall, population loss was about 60%. It took several decades before they were considered to have recovered. The reasons for the war are almost as bizarre as the outcome. Paraguay was a fucking weird country. Not many countries try to force interbreeding of native and European populations to make everyone mixed race. And when I say force, I mean it. Paraguay, for a time, actually made it illegal to marry within your own race. Fewer still will close their borders to the outside and to the inside. If you were a foreigner caught within Paraguayan borders, you had to live in Paraguay forever. And, strangest of all, most countries, when faced with imminent war with two regional powers and the third ally of theirs, in this case Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay, would try to find a diplomatic solution. Unless you're Paraguay. If you're Paraguay, you declare war on them and conduct a drawn-out guerrilla war that sees your population drop by 60-70%. I mean, this was a nation of some 500,000 people declaring war against an alliance of 11 million. Yeah, it's not like they were invaded by the alliance. They declared war on the alliance.